I don't know whether the gunman was in the cafe when I was walking out or whether he walked in within 1 or 2 minutes of me leaving. But I know that in the 5 minutes or so I conducted a radio interview on the phone, sitting on the seats outside the cafe, this situation unfolded. I'd been in there in that cafe, tables of a dozen or so customers sitting around, chatting around tables as you would normally see in a cafe in the city at this that time of the day, and I think 3 or 4 staff serving at that stage, and I walked out with a takeaway, did that radio interview. And by the time I got off the phone, the situation had unfolded. A woman had obviously been on the phone to police. She still had the mobile phone to her ear as 3 police motorcyclists arrived quickly on the scene, as well as some others on foot. Very quickly, they cleared the area because this woman was saying she saw what she thought was a shotgun. She mentioned a blue bag and a shotgun. What had happened is that this woman, as well as a couple of others, had gone to walk into the cafe shortly after I walked out. It has sliding glass automatic doors that open as you approach. And in the minutes after I walked out, someone has disabled them. Presumably the government has disabled those doors so that some customers went to go in and one staff member we hear went to go in and the doors were shut. This lady said to the police initially she thought maybe the cafe was closed, then she saw through the windows the man and the gun. And of course this sparked the alarm, and of course police swooped on the area very quickly and cleared it away. I can't speak highly enough about how quickly they created a vacuum, cleared people from around this area because it was very busy this morning, as you can imagine, with commuters and Christmas shoppers and the like. But those customers, those people I was in that shop with just minutes beforehand, were suddenly in a terrible situation. When I first saw a man in a white shirt, his hands up against the glass, I was relieved because I thought this man was the gunman responding to police. But of course, very quickly we realised that it was the customers being forced up against the glass windows, that this was a drastic situation. The police were arriving with their guns drawn, and where I'm standing here now, 2 hours and 20 minutes later, these people, our fellow Australians, have been in that horrific situation that whole time. Words can't describe what they suddenly faced themselves with. But the police now forced everybody right back. Virtually a full city block here. There are fire engines, there are ambulances, and there are all sorts of police vehicles trying to deal with this situation. And of course, I do, as everybody does around this country, we just want those customers and workers from that cafe to get out of the situation safely. They are our fellow Australians who are just going about their daily business in the way they ordinarily do just 2.5 hours ago, and now they're in this drastic situation.